As a coach, it was a tough defensive battle the entire game. What did you kind of take away from tonight's performance?
They're a very good basketball team. We had watched a lot of film. We've seen that they had some tough battles this year already, and so they've been battle tested. And I think for us, I think the biggest takeaway for us was especially the first 20 minutes or so. We had to adjust to the game. A more physical game, and our guys, well, I could see them adjusting to it as it was going on. I thought in the second half it's a lot better defensively for us and offensively, but it took us 20 minutes to kind of, okay, this is how the game is going to be played, and now embrace it. And I thought we did, but like I said, came up a little short.
Take us through the end of the game there. What were you hoping to see happen?
Everything that was happening was what we wanted. I mean, they got out to a good lead down the stretch, about 2.5 minutes to go, 2.5 minutes or so. They were up about 9, and so we needed to get stops, and we started getting stops. We got the stops we needed, came down, got some big baskets, cut it to 1 with about 48, 35 to 40 seconds to go. When he hit the tough two, Harkless hit a tough two. Give the man all the credit in the world. If I had drawn up the shot we wanted someone to take and how we wanted to defend it, I would have drew that right up. That's what we would have wanted. And so the kid hit a tough two, and he didn't get a layup, didn't get an open 3. Our guys defended well. After that, we had time to come down, and so we wanted to get a quick 2. So we ran a play to get a quick 2, but they did a good job of rotating over, so Brandon couldn't get to the basket. He kicked it out to Darren. Darren wasn't open. He swung it to Tony. Tony drove it and just missed a bunny at the basket. That would have gave us time to set our defense up, foul, send them to the free throw line again, and extend the game. But when he missed it, it rolled around, spent some time on the rim, and by the time it got knocked around, time expired.
So you wanted a 2 at the end, like a quick layup there?
We wanted a quick 2. With that kind of time, a quick 2, 19 seconds, we can get a quick 2. So we drew up to get the quick 2 was our first look. If they overhelped, we'd have had any other shot we wanted. But they overhelped a little bit. He sucked in. That's why Brandon didn't get the layup. They helped. But on the throwout, you give them really good credit because they closed out well. And didn't give DG the shot. Tony did get it, and he spent a little time before he just ripped and went to the basket. He spent a little time dribbling it. And then, of course, when he got there, he rolled off the rim. But no fault of anyone in that situation. I thought we got the looks that we wanted to try to get. It's just you give the other team credit for how well they defended that last possession.
Even though you came up short, what do you like about your team's fight? Down 9 with 2.5 minutes left to come back, and even coming down with 1.
Well, I love our team. They've got a really good group. They're very competitive, so I'd have been very disappointed if we didn't show fight in the game. That's not who we are. That's not our DNA and our program. And so watching our guys compete like that, I wasn't surprised. I knew they have pride in our program, and they compete to win. And so what they did at the end was really good. It shows who they are. And we have to learn from it. We have to be better defensively. We have to understand the physicality level of a game. We have to embrace that and know the things that we're going to continue to work on now as we go forward.
Oklahoma's been a perennial tournament team for years. Just how good of a measuring stick was a game like this? Just going into other big games you're going to have in the preseason, also getting ready for top teams in conference.
Man, it's great for us. You hate to lose any game because they all count. But the thing is, I think we can grow from each one of these games, win or lose. I was trying to have our guys understand about getting better while we were winning, and now we have to do that now with a loss. We have to improve based on how this team played us, based on some of the things they may have exposed, and we have to be able to fill those holes, and that's what we have to do. It's early in the season. It's time for us to grow, and so right now what we want to do is take the lessons learned and be a more improved team the next time we step foot on the basketball court.
When you talk about adjustments, that physicality was something that your players needed to adjust to.
Yes, exactly. I thought just, they brought a level of physicality that our guys, thus far hadn't really seen. And so there was an adjustment. I think the first 20 minutes was all about that. I thought some of our turnovers just not being strong enough with the basketball, really. And so I think the second half we did figure that out. We were stronger with the basketball, which was good. We got downhill, got to the paint, got some layups, and that's what we have to be, And I thought we got away from it because the physicality kind of knocked us back a little bit and had us back on our heels in the first 20 minutes.
And that's not the last time they're going to see that level.
No, and nowhere near. Welcome to our conference. They're going to see that almost every game in our conference. So it's great to kind of see it now, and as we go through the preseason, they're going to see more games like that as well. And we need to grow from it. Basically the way you grow from it is embrace it and understand this is how it's going to be played, and our guys will. I think this was a big learning experience for them because I can preach it all I want, but actually being in a game where it's actually happening and they can feel it, I think they're good enough players and competitive enough individuals. Well, they'll start to make the adjustment.
Obviously, guys did come up short today, but finishing strong is kind of something you'd be working on. I feel like you've kind of done that the past few games. What's the next kind of thing you think you're going to focus on with the team?
Well, taking care of the basketball. I thought, we had, 18 turnovers?
20.
That's just way too many turns for us. We don't play that style of basketball to turn the ball over 18 times. And like I said, part of it was adjusting in the first half. I think we had 11 turnovers in the first half. And so we can't be that type of team. We gotta take care of the basketball more first and foremost. And then I think the other thing for us is we have to know who we are. I thought they were able to impose their will on us, the style of play. We have a style of play and they have one. They're a half-court team, and we got lulled into playing just back and forth half-court basketball. But as you know, you watched us play the 4 previous games. We're a full-court team. We want to play in the full court, get out, space on the floor. We got some dynamic players in the open floor. So we want to get out there as much as we can. And I thought today they did a really good job of imposing their will so that we end up having to play that brand of basketball. And we can't have anyone impose their will on us like that, going forward. We have to be determined to play our style that we've been successful in.
They mentioned the 22 turnovers allowed. You also imposed 22 turnovers. What does that say is a bright spot for your guys?
No, absolutely. That's who we are. We want to turn teams over and play an open floor because we're built for that. And I thought we were able to do that for the most part. We didn't. I thought there were times that we still didn't put the pressure on that I could see out there from how we practice and watching game film. There were too many times where we were just too far off guys in the full court and not putting the kind of pressure I wanted to see on guys. And that's something that we got to get better at. We didn't get into our presses fast enough at times, things of that nature that we had some lapses that we have to clean up.
Attorney Johnson.
You said they imposed their will. They had more than half their points in the paint. Is that translation of that?
Exactly. They were able to get easy baskets, 34 points in the paint, so more than half their points came in the lane. I mean, that's tough. We can't allow that. We have to do a better job of making sure that we present a better front on the perimeter, keeping guys in front or playing post D where we just letting the ball come in there as easily because they're running their offense through that type of situation. And so with a kid like Tanner, of course, who's one of the best bigs in the country, he averaged probably 18 points a game. He's probably 40% three-point shooter. I thought in the first half especially we did a great job on him. Second half, I think he may have gotten like 9 points or so. So most of his points came in the second half and all, of course, in the paint. So we can't allow that, and so that's what I mean by that.
Attorney Johnson had extended minutes tonight. I know he's coming off the injury. What has he kind of done to earn more time in that rotation?
He's practiced better recently. He's practiced more and practiced better. I mean, that's the whole key to it. This is competition, and so what do you do with your minutes? Whether you get 1 minute or you get 13 minutes, what do you do with your time on the floor? We have a deep team, and so everyone's constantly earning their opportunities out there. And he earned an opportunity to get out there, and I thought he produced it. I thought he gave us some good minutes.
We just spoke with Darius Johnson, obviously a true freshman who's playing a ton early. We were asking him what he learned the first 5 games of his college career. He mentioned confidence. What have you seen from him in his confidence level as a freshman playing out there?
Well, he's making a big adjustment. I mean, no matter what, when you come to college from high school, and especially at the point guard position, there's so much coming at you from me, the expectations of our standards of how we play. Then you have so much to learn on the floor, the pace of play, the physicality. It's not high school anymore. Then you're coming off a high school COVID year on top of it. So probably wasn't even a true high school year your senior year. So he's adjusting, but he's ultimately really talented. He's going to be fine. I thought he showed glimpses of that today. I thought he bounced back in the second half and gave us some good minutes. And that's who he's going to be. I just see him continually improving as the season goes on. And I think he's going to really help us as we move through the season.
You guys got Auburn. It was a good game for you guys last year. What do you know about those guys? What's your expectations for this
I
game?
hadn't seen Auburn play, but just me watching them last year when we were scouting them, a very good basketball team, another physical team. They really get up and down the floor. They like to play a full court game kind of similar to like we like to play. So I think the styles are very similar in that regard. And like I said, I know they have a really good young players at Smith, a young talented player, one of the best players in the nation who's gone there. I think he's one of the best probably forwards in the nation. And so they're a really talented team.
All good, guys?
Appreciate it. Thank you, Coach.
You guys good?
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, guys.